Welcome to the Deep Dive, the shortcut you need to be perfectly informed. Today, we're not diving into some huge leap in AI or computing power.
No, instead we're looking at something, well, quieter. Health tracking that isn't shouting for your attention.
Exactly. We're stepping away from the wrist, focusing instead on the Ultrahuman Ring AIR.
It really embodies this idea that the next step in wearables isn't about more complexity, it's about, subtlety, moving beyond those sometimes bulky fitness trackers.
Right onto the finger. So our mission for you listening in is to pull out the key insights from the source material. What works, what doesn't, the pros, the cons.
And really figure out if this Ring Air delivers on that promise of continuous health data without getting in your way.
And that promise, based on what we've seen, seems to hang on three main things.
Yeah, three pillars, basically. First, precision insights, because you can wear it 2-for-7. Second, this no subscription fee model for the main features, which is pretty interesting.
A big one.
Definitely. And third, battery life. They're aiming for up to 6 days. Crucial if you want that continuous tracking.
That zero subscription thing is, well, it feels pretty significant today, doesn't it? When everything seems to have a monthly cost attached.
It really does stand out.
But maybe let's step back for a second. Why is this move towards subtle tech, this kind of low-profile approach, so important for getting good health data anyway?
It really boils down to adherence,
Mm.
consistency. If you truly want that full picture of your health, not just your hour at the gym.
Right, the whole day.
Exactly. You need data captured continuously, 247. And if a device is clunky or uncomfortable or just looks wrong for your job,
You take it off. Simple as that.
you take it off. And then you have gaps in your data. So this push for minimalism, for subtlety, it's about making sure you keep running it, which naturally leads to better, more reliable
It's
insights.
the difference between a quick photo and the whole movie, basically.
Precisely, a snapshot versus the full documentary.
Okay, so let's unpack that seamless integration idea then. Let's talk about the physical experience, because if 24/7 wear is the goal, comfort isn't just nice to have, it's like fundamental.
It's absolutely core to the whole concept, and the big thing that jumps out from the sources is just how light it is.
Really light.
Almost unbelievably so, yeah. Just a few grams. People genuinely report that after a little while, they just forget it's even there.
That's kind of the holy grail for wearables, isn't it? Technology you don't constantly feel.
It is technology that doesn't demand your physical attention all the time.
And the materials sort of back that up too. It's not flashy.
No, it uses titanium, which gives it that durability you need for something you wear constantly, but it has this matte finish, very understated.
Doesn't scream smart device.
Not at all. Looks more like a simple piece of jewelry, but obviously it's packed with sensors.
And getting the size right is key for those sensors, I assume.
Oh, absolutely critical. They offer a wide range of sizes, like a proper ring, to make sure you get a snug fit. That constant skin contact is non-negotiable for the optical sensors to actually work reliably.
Okay, so the practical side of this design,
Mm,
it really tackles those everyday annoyances, doesn't it?
yeah,
Like having to take off your watch for a shower or swimming.
exactly that. That's where the 24/7 idea becomes real. It's water-resistant, low profile. There's just less friction in your day.
Sleep with it, shower with it, wash dishes.
Work out, rinse your hands, whatever. It just blends in. It gets past that common reason people stop wearing trackers because they become annoying.
Right. So that seamlessness connects design to performance. Because wearing it all the time only matters if the data is actually, well, good.
True.
What's packed inside this tiny thing?
Yeah.
And does the finger location actually make a difference for data quality compared to the wrist?
That's a key point. Inside, you've got continuous tracking for heart rate, body temp, blood oxygen, and pretty detailed sleep metrics.
And the finger. Is it better?
Well, the argument is that the finger offers some anatomical advantages. It's a great spot for picking up your pulse consistently. And the ring form factor means the sensors get really tight, 360-degree contact right over the artery.
Interesting. So for those subtle, continuous things like heart rate variability or tiny skin temperature shifts, the finger might be more stable than the wrist, which moves around more.
That's the theory, and it makes sense. That stability potentially allows for more confidence in those subtle metrics. Think slight temperature changes indicating maybe stress or illness starting.
Or cycle tracking for women, potentially.
Exactly. Things that require consistent, subtle detection. It feels like tech designed precisely for that kind of consistency rather than, say, tracking sprints.
Okay, let's dig into where it really shines then. The sources seem pretty clear it's not trying to be your Garmin replacement for marathon training.
Definitely not. It's real strength where it excels according to the material, is sleep tracking and recovery analysis.
Going beyond just how long you slept.
Oh, yeah. It apparently does a really good job distinguishing between light, deep, and REM sleep stages. And that level of detail is what fuels the insights it gives you each morning.
Right, those scores people talk about, the recovery score or readiness score. What are they actually telling you?
So the readiness score, for example, pulls together a bunch of data points: how you slept, your heart rate variability overnight, resting heart rate, your temperature trends,
Okay.
and it boils it down into one number. Basically, it's trying to tell you how ready your body, specifically your nervous system, is for strain that day.
So high score means go for it, low score means take it easy.
Pretty much. High score suggests you're recovered, ready to push hard in a workout maybe. Low score suggests focusing on recovery, maybe just light activity. It's like a daily guide.
That temperature tracking also seems pretty useful, just as a background check on your system.
It is, yeah. Because it tracks continuously, it establishes your personal baseline. Then spotting deviations becomes easier.
Like if you're getting sick.
Exactly. Or maybe even under a lot of stress or overtraining. If your temp is consistently a bit higher than your normal baseline, that could be an early warning sign. It's a subtle, continuous check that a quick thermometer reading just can't give you.
Okay, makes sense. But now, the flip side, fitness tracking. The sources say it covers the basic steps, activity, calories burned.
It does.
But if its main job is this deep recovery insight, does that basic fitness tracking feel a bit limited? Or maybe even confusing if someone also wants detailed workout logs?
That's a fair question, and it really comes down to managing expectations, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The Ring AIR isn't trying to replace your dedicated running watch for tracking intervals or your exact pace on a 10K. It seems designed to track the results of your activity, how well you recover from it, not just the activity itself.
Ah, okay. So the step count and calories are more like context.
Mm.
Context for the recovery data.
Exactly. They help inform the recovery picture, but they aren't the main event.
Yeah.
The key insight seems to be that this isn't primarily an activity logger. It's aiming to be a long-term restorative health coach.
Focusing on the bigger picture, the macro shifts.
Yeah.
Building sustainable habits over time, not just logging that hour you spent lifting weights.
Right. It's looking at what happens in the other 22 or 23 hours of your day, which, let's be honest, often has a bigger impact on your overall performance and well-being than just the workout itself.
That makes a lot more sense. It focuses on the continuous stuff: rest, recovery, readiness. Okay, let's shift to the practical side then. Because even the best wearable can stumble on, well, battery life and cost.
Two huge friction points for users, absolutely.
So, battery. Ultrahuman claims up to 6 days. Does it deliver?
That's cited as a major plus, and the reports seem to confirm it gets pretty close to that 6 days in real-world use. Obviously, it might depend a bit on how often you sync it, settings, etc.
Still, compared to charging a smartwatch every single night,
Oh, it's a different world.
dealing with a little magnetic charger for, 80 minutes once a week? That sounds much less disruptive.
It really minimizes that friction point. An 80-minute charge means you could easily top it up while you're having breakfast and getting ready in the morning.
So you're rarely without it, rarely losing that data stream.
Exactly. It feeds right back into that core goal.
Yeah.
Uninterrupted, continuous data.
Okay, and now the other big practical point, the financial model, this no subscription thing.
This feels like a really significant differentiator in the current market. A major win for the consumer, you could say.
How so?
Well, there's no extra app fee just to see your own core data and insights. That's a stark contrast to some competitors where the really useful analysis, the trends, the personalized advice, it's often locked behind a monthly or yearly paywall.
Yeah, you buy the hardware, but then you have to keep paying to really use it fully.
Right. And if you look at the total cost over, say, 3 or 5 years.
It adds up quickly. If the Ring costs, let's say, $350 up front, but another device needs $5 or $10 a month, that subscription cost can easily double the price over the lifetime of the device.
Exactly. The Ring Air basically bundles that ongoing access into the initial hardware price, and then you're done. You own your data access.
Which provides much better long-term value, arguably. All the essential tracking, the scores, the insights that are available from day one without that recurring charge.
You're not penalized for using the device long-term, which is refreshing.
Okay, one last practical bit.
Mm-hmm.
The app. That's where you see all this data. What's the experience like?
The consensus seems to be that the app itself looks good, polished, modern design. It's built to handle quite a lot of detailed data.
But I sense a but.
Well, the flip side of being data-rich is that some sources suggest it might feel a little overwhelming or data-heavy, especially for someone brand new to this level of tracking.
So maybe not instantly intuitive if you just want a quick glance at your sleep score?
Perhaps not instantly. It might
Uh-huh.
require a little bit of a learning curve to really get the most out of all the graphs and trends.
Hmm.
But once you do get comfortable with it, it becomes this really powerful tool for understanding those recovery patterns, readiness trends, and how your lifestyle choices are impacting your metrics over the long haul.
So it rewards a bit of engagement from the user.
It seems so. It's geared towards someone who's willing to dig a little deeper than just surface level numbers.
Right. That brings us towards a verdict then. It sounds like the Ultrahuman Ring AIR finds this really interesting niche. It's not trying to be the ultimate sports tracker.
No, it deliberately sidesteps that complexity.
Instead, it doubles down on what smart rings, maybe uniquely, can do really well. That continuous, accurate, and crucially comfortable monitoring of recovery and readiness.
That sums it up nicely. It feels like a very thoughtfully designed wearable.
Hmm.
It really focuses on the essentials, comfort, the accuracy that comes from that finger placement, and making it financially accessible long term.
It seems like it levels up tracking by just systematically removing those common annoyances, the discomfort, the constant charging, the subscription fees.
Exactly, removing the friction.
So it sounds ideal for you, the listener, if you value those continuous background insights, the recovery data, more than detailed workout logs. And if you really want tech that just disappears into your life, doesn't flash notifications or demand wrist real estate.
Yeah, the invisible assistant for your long-term health almost.
So connecting this back to the bigger picture, the wearable market.
Well, the Ring AIR is making a pretty strong statement, isn't it? Offering these core insights without that subscription lock-in, while really leaning into the specific advantages of the Ring form factor. It presents a compelling alternative.
A very conscious choice for someone prioritizing subtlety and long-term value.
Definitely.
Okay, so we'll leave you with a final thought to mull over, something for your own deep dive. If the most valuable health insights come from data that's continuous and gathered discreetly, does the future of tracking our performance rely more on the tech we actually forget we're wearing?
Rather than the devices that are constantly vying for our attention. Something to consider as you look at your own health tech. Until next time, keep digging.